You open your eyes, and here you are, in a post-apocalyptic world overrun by fungal zombies. Congratulations, you're Joel Miller, and your life is about to become an unending nightmare of trauma, violence, and questionable moral choices that would make even the most hardened therapist weep into their notepad.
You have no idea what loss is.
I hope you're comfortable, because today we're about to dive into the many, many reasons why having this grumpy Texan's life would be an absolute dumpster fire wrapped in barbed wire. Let's get started. Imagine this. It's your birthday. You should be waking up to breakfast in bed, maybe some nice presents, perhaps a day off work. But if you're Joel Miller, you get to start your special day by working overtime because you can't afford to take time off. Your daughter Sarah scrapes together enough money to get your broken watch repaired that you'll cherish, well, at least for the next 12 hours or so. Because guess what happens later that night? The apocalypse. Not a small apocalypse. Not a this will blow over by Monday apocalypse. We're talking about the full-on collapse of human civilization. And just when you think your birthday can't possibly get worse, the military, the people supposed to be protecting citizens, shoots your daughter.
Sarah. Move your hands, baby. I know, baby, I know.
So in the span of 24 hours, you go from slightly overworked dad to traumatized survivor of the apocalypse who lost his only child. Talk about a bad day, am I right? Fast forward 20 years, and things must be better, right? Wrong. You live in a militarized quarantine zone where ration cards are the new currency, and getting enough food to survive is a daily struggle. Your job? Oh, just smuggling contraband and occasionally killing people. Just when you think your life has settled into a predictable rhythm of misery, along comes Marlene with an offer you literally can't refuse. Escort a teenage girl across the country through infected and hunter territories alike. It'll be fun. Like a road trip, but with constant danger and a high probability of an agonizing death. And this teenage girl, Ellie, she's immune to the cordyceps infection, the one bright spot in this whole mess. But she's also sarcastic, stubborn, and carrying enough emotional baggage to fill a pre-apocalypse jumbo jet. Just what you needed. A constant reminder of the daughter you lost and another person you'll inevitably care about in a world designed to punish emotional attachments. And then comes winter, that magical time of year when everything gets even worse. You're already severely injured from your rebar adventure when Ellie has her own traumatic encounter with a group of cannibals led by David, genuinely one of the creepiest characters ever created. While most people spend winter sipping hot chocolate and watching holiday movies, Joel gets to stumble through the snow, bleeding internally, desperately searching for Ellie while fighting off both the infected and other survivors. Finally, after all this suffering, you reach the Fireflies, your destination, and the potential saviors of humanity. Great news, right? Wrong again. Turns out the only way to create a vaccine is to remove Ellie's brain, which, last time I checked, is generally fatal for the brain owner. So now you're faced with the ultimate choice: save Ellie and doom humanity, or sacrifice her for the greater good. And what does Joel do? Well, if you've played the game, he goes on a rampage through the hospital, kills the doctor who could have made the vaccine, and essentially tells humanity to fuck off. Was it the right choice? The moral choice? The human choice? That's up for debate, but one thing's for sure. It wasn't the easy choice. Nothing in Joel's life is ever easy.
You just come after her.
But wait, the fun doesn't stop there. After massacring the Fireflies and stealing humanity's one chance at a cure, Joel now has to live with an even more excruciating burden, lying about it. That's right. When Ellie, still groggy from anesthesia, asks what happened, Joel looks her right in the eyes and delivers the performance of a lifetime.
Turns out there's a whole lot more like you, Ellie. They've stopped looking for a cure.
And the worst part? Joel has to maintain this lie every single day. Every time Ellie mentions the Fireflies, every time she questions why they left so suddenly, Every time she wonders about her immunity, Joel has to recommit to his deception. It's like carrying a backpack full of bricks that gets heavier with each passing day. You can see it eating away at him as they settle in Jackson. Those moments when Ellie talks about how her life would mean something if they found a cure, Joel just has to smile and nod, knowing full well he robbed her of that choice. Ellie eventually discovers the truth. And when she does, the look of betrayal on her face would make even the most hardened clicker feel a pang of emotion.
I'm not trying to.
I was supposed to die in that hospital. My life would have fucking mattered. But you took that from me.
Now, I was going to talk about certain events from The Last of Us Part 2, but I think we all know what happens there. Let's just say Joel's story doesn't end with a peaceful death surrounded by loved ones at the ripe old age of 90. Instead, he gets, well, you know. The reason thousands of gamers threw their controllers across the room, even in death, Joel doesn't get dignity or peace. His final moments are spent in excruciating pain, watching someone he cares about suffer, unable to do anything about it. It's almost poetic in its cruelty, a fitting end for a man whose entire life was defined by suffering and loss. The cruel irony of Joel's life is that despite all this suffering, or perhaps because of it, he becomes one of the most complex, compelling characters in video game history. His journey from broken survivor to reluctant father figure resonates with players because it feels raw and real in a way few game narratives achieve. So while it absolutely sucks to be Joel Miller, it's amazing to experience his story as a player. His suffering becomes our emotional journey, his losses are lessons, his rare moments of connection are rewards. If you're ever feeling down about your own life, just remember, at least you're not Joel Miller. You probably haven't lost everyone you've ever loved, been impaled on rusty metal, fought off fungal zombies with your bare hands, or made decisions that might have doomed humanity. And if you have done all those things, well, maybe check if you're actually in a video game. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which video game character's life you think sucks even more than Joel's, if that's even possible.